Now get to see Lev call for
Okay, we got Lev on defense, we got Loud on attack. Lev on double pistol, right?
Even though
I think
it's
that's
just going
right.
to be Robbie's drone moving into the space, the rest of the team
13-10 double pistol. It's not too bad for
because they all got tacked up by that
Loud.
knife.
Now they're going to try to funnel their way back in. Lev are. But Loud have already worked their way out onto the site. You've got to be cautious here about how much further they scale up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're going spawn from Luke Show. He was getting active with his dig.
5v5 retake.
Takes a step back, wisely
Still
so.
have recon. Still have Omen flash. Ah,
Interesting
dude.
thing here is that Lev are gonna be able
Loud
to approach this
should
retake from multiple
be
fronts.
owned in
Giannis
this
has been
round.
dealt with already.
Omen
There's the
flash
swing on the
doesn't
other side.
really
Merc looking
get
for Tex there
anything.
to greet it.
Oh boy.
And just off of that, they huddle back.
All of Loud move back into Boathouse. Just going to play off of each other. They've got one
Oh,
flash on tower.
guys.
That's it. So after the initial contact, that and 4 players swinging is the look.
I do love that though, because Lev are going to be using a lot of their utility
That's
to
the
get
flash.
up where they were. And now they're not going to have that to flush them out of backside. Spike has been going off for a little while now. Sato greeted a free one, right? Because he's the chosen one. Why not? No bullets left.
Oh my god.
He still gets the knife. Though, but it's going to be enough for the round.
Okay, well,
Loud
the
get it,
4-person back of
somehow
sight.
Sato steals
They
the
kind of
story
went for
anyway.
delay.
Look, I don't
Omen
even
flash
care if
to
they lost
delay.
the round. That was just entertaining. He just ran
get a
out
fast
of bullets
pistol,
on
though.
the dig. Got 1 kill with it. I'll give him that. Just a little bit
He actually
wild.
almost saved it. No, dude, he nearly
Yeah,
nearly
just a
knifed him.
little.
He only just
Right.
he only just killed the
One more
diffuser
time.
before he got the kill.
I love first how he dashes into that smoke, and then yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, I wonder what he said there.
Yeah, give me
I'm
some
telling you,
I have no
Robbie,
idea.
give me some Robbie
personally, look,
BK
if you're a
comments, man.
fan of the
Let's
loud
see what he's saying.
IGL, you're a fan of Robbie.
Yeah.
It's a good flash.
little
Might
bit
be a good
pacey here
flashback,
for
though.
Day. And it's a slaughter.
Very,
Robbie's
very
gonna
nice.
have
Dude,
another
Robbie
reason
is
to
going to
pop
have
off.
his ult online
And exchange
real
pleasantries
fast.
across the stage.
I think his front line there all got tagged up by the flash, so good anti-play from him. To be able to come in and save his teammates. But one thing I didn't actually catch in the pistol round, Sato has money for an operator. Glass off. I
save
don't
400.
believe that Sato saved for that, looking for the money. You can just...
Hey! What you looking at, buddy? What you looking at, buddy?
We're looking at you now. But honestly, we're coming now into this round where Sato is going to have the op because he got those early
Okay,
kills. That gave him enough money
saves
to
the
buy
op.
this for round 3.
Let's see.
He's posted up
Bonus
the block
against the
right
op.
now.
Bonus against the op and the
I'm
Odin.
not really interested in exploring that yet.
No, instead trying to figure out what the mid hold is going to be after ignoring it in the first 2.
King is close. Is there any
Oh.
regress? There it is. He catches the timing. The spike
Yeah,
hits
it's
the
nicely
ground.
done.
Yeah, they kind of failed the jet smoke into KO flash combo. The smoke ate up the flash. Made it oh so easy to pick off that kill. But
Knife.
keep your eyes on this
Knife info
forward
back
mid
over towards
insert
short.
from the Omen.
Honestly,
That drone going
they
into
might
B,
get
it
an
really
okay
looks
timing.
like a B split right now.
Damn, that confidence
Oh, that's going to
is...
give that away.
Yeah. We've got full awareness.
Yeah.
And especially the way Lever holding over towards A, right? Again, that operator back in wine, then a very passive duo over there. They're fully giving over the tree space, fully giving over mid, and forcing Loud to sort of overstep their way into a site before giving a fight over.
I think
Camera
Pancada
two, super
probably
annoying.
has to go with him.
Sees the player creeping out.
You never know, though. Big recon. Big recon. Here we go.
Two.
Yeah, if that connects, there's an Odin here to spam.
The Odin here is too good.
And now they know. Lucio, no real choice but to push forward anyway. With just a couple of seconds left on the round, it's flawless as Lev get on the board. And more importantly, they keep the option and the Odin.
This
All
gun in
weapons
this
carried.
pause
It
is
was really dynamic
it's
round
so strong.
out of Leviathan, right? Because it started
okay,
out
very,
with
very
that
nice for the
sort of
money.
aggressive peak. I think that was Oki, right? Or no, sorry, that was King that stepped up onto Cat. And then once they got into the numbers,
The Ope Mania, he went insta to wine, right?
Massive, so far back that it
Nice,
made
boys.
it sort of forced
Go,
Loud
boy.
to play very
Go,
deep
boy.
into the round,
Come on, I rented my cage like a really...
working down onto the clock, and then yeah, they can just play from those positions beautifully.
Well, you mentioned the mess up on the play.
Okay,
in
and they
three.
don't know
That's
about the
a really
op.
good example of you have to execute. When the comps are the same and when the approach
Ham
is the same, it all
sandwich,
becomes
thank you so
a
much.
game of
Ham
execution.
sandwich
And there,
96
they
with
didn't
the
really
tier
go their
1.
way and
Thanks
they
so
were
much for
punished
that.
it.
And King's the type of player that is.
This is nice from King as well. I'm not sure he did it on purpose, but getting hit by the knife is worth here. If you don't get hit by it, they can just disrespect your smoke.
Yeah, this is Loud going into probably their default Ascent playbook, which is working heavy into mid, realizing, hey, the last round again, no one was really stopping us here. Beautiful counter spam. Takes Calm down to 18.
And now the deep smoke to deny some of that line. Doors open, so they still have passive info off the cam of mid. This is actually a great setup for Lev.
Zoki 2E, thank you so much for the prime as well, man. Thank you for the 4 months.
This last round, but it didn't fire a shot. Right. And it's on the passive angle up to heaven. What?
Okay. That's an incredible shot. Sato has to do a lot here.
Yeah, buzzing right by his ear. Not finding its mark. The second dip might prove to be a little bit more successful.
Oh my, the shots, man.
Pancada punishes.
That's gonna
The
be
Lev save.
Yep.
We're bringing it back. We are bringing it back. Okay, Loud is super happy with this.
Way for the round to spiral away from Lev, right? Again, this op was supposed to be
a
checkmate move on the angle.
It's
but
a classic.
The first shot just on a spam through a smoke, was that? I'll have to see the replay.
It was off of King's flash.
Yeah, just crazy.
And then
Sato just got timing to, like, on these weird timings where he's moving, he's looking the wrong way, just barely pre-fired the shot into main.
This is how you know King is back to IGLing. That's actually true.
Simple to play these rounds out, you know.
It is a classic. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong here, but I do think they should be going for exits personally.
It's going to force some of that respect out.
So the op was carried over into the next. You mentioned the Odin as well. Will continue to be a part of the conversation. And they should be able to buy up around a decent amount. There's that kill. Dude, like what?
Yeah, throws the paranoia and instantly starts swinging. So it might have honestly just been getting hit by the paranoia. We're returning fire.
Yeah. Ooh. A little flash setup, a little sharks.
It's trying to fake
a
forward
it's
fight,
the
but it really is gonna be
EG.
Sato trying to post up in B main.
The EG classic.
Now, Luxio's been throwing a tripwire there, right where he put down the cage that stops
They
the
did
forward
break
posting
the
from an
camera,
operator.
so
That's one of their anti-op plans, but I think with some fire back.
They could later
coming
push
out
over
of
towards
the
middle maybe.
Defensive Cypher this time.
Knife goes in, so they know they have to use util. Yeah, that's why it's worth getting hit by the knife. You can kind of force out drones and stuff from them. Because they got hit by the knife, they managed to force out the drone early, so they don't have it for sight hit.
The knife, though, doesn't tag anyone. Thought that was going to stop the hit.
Oh,
even the passive presence of it may have.
Well, mollied himself, but Loud don't know that.
Well, then also, I mean, Birdie doesn't have dash anymore. He can't easily get out onto the site.
I really like that timing, taking the fight into short there. Once they realized that Loud, it was just a bit of fake
okay, they use the smoke against them. They TP over towards here, and then we're going to try and push up short. Dude, Sato surely goes for something here. Must be so tempting. The only problem for him is just passive pressure over towards B because they got no info.
Split hit, and when they do, their options are somewhat limited. Single flash, no paranoia.
There's the flash.
Yeah, I like this. Who used to play like this? Was this Na'Vi, where they would like lean heavy over towards one side? Oh, yeah, that recon, bro. Oh my god. Dude, the Odin on short is still insane. That was sick from him. Dude, I like what Lev are doing though. Na'Vi used to do this. Lean over towards one side with the Cypher and just give... Just don't play anywhere near your util. And they think you're on site and then you stack the other side.
I'm here. I want to hear when I see a lineup like that. That is crazy.
Maybe I did. I don't think I did. I'm not gonna. I didn't do that.
I'm putting words in your mouth. I didn't mean it. That was my honest reaction.
Baby. Thanks, bro.
Early flash across A main and a dart too. So Lev fighting for some of this passive space.
Yeah.
Look at how far up King is
And
going.
we got the KO. Oh, we can see the anti-KO. I like this from Loud. They decide to go through middle with the KO. You're more likely to hit the Cypher. And actually it does hit the Cypher, so the trips go down over towards B.
Big on Sato. Now they know the off is here, but
Really, really nice.
Yeah, Sato's been struggling
Insert one over towards middle as well.
Yeah,
early shots.
Hasn't been nearly as effective, you're right.
Smoke show now, spotted
Hey,
away.
you're in trouble,
the rest of
mate.
the fight is gonna come in. This guy is boxed
Did
in,
so
but
good to get
still
one.
goes 1 for 1.
Robbie BK is going to be super tempted to use his ult. He might get ulted back.
Spike is planted on B though. What's the retake attempt here for Lev?
Well, Calm has a Hunter's Fury. He's got a dart. He could be ready to go here to supplement maybe a bit of a counter ult as well.
It's so tough to tag onto the Jet. Off its mark, and now Calm is going to do a bit of the same, and this is so much easier. Calm gets count team, but Verdi fighting up on it. Getting a couple kills. King there to swing.
Dude, what a round from Verti. What the hell is that, bro? Give me this replay. How's he out-aimed 4
Shock and
people?
awe takes your eyes off of it a bit with the double Hunter's Furies going back and forth. But it's Verdi, the silent assassin on stairs.
Man, the new kids are
4
crazy,
kills
dude.
into the round and seizing it back in control for Loud.
So many teams are just going to take so many more risks on tier 2 talent.
While the ult is going off, and Verdi took, I mean, almost
Great
zero
shots.
challenge.
Yeah, on 3 different angles too.
Yeah.
You got to be quick on those little micro adjustments. And we're quick back into the next one.
Yeah, really fast in this one. If LEV lose this round, they got to eco.
Throwing down the cages, the
Dude,
cameras,
honestly,
the
same here
grips,
for
all to
Loud.
stop
Big round.
early aggression. This time
King
the
has
rest of
ult
the
for
team's
fast
behind him.
rotate. Might be seeing the fast rotate on this one. Managed to somehow dodge the... Dude, that's impressive from Calm. I don't think he got hit by the scan, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh boy, the camera into the shot.
I don't know how Tex got that value, but it was exactly what was needed. I think it was off the cam.
Dude,
Sato for
look
one
at this guy go as well.
A great round for Lev.
Yeah, and Loud have to eco this one.
Sweet. Over in market, I mean, what? They're behind a smoke the entire time, right? First it's Calm, you know, hearing the dash in, getting the spam shot. Then it's another one, wallbang headshot with an operator. And some style too to finish it. Yeah, it was actually the tag up from the Cypher cam they had.
Robbie Burger King! Uncle Daddy! Oh dear!
That's a tough nickname to shake.
That one might stick.
If he continues to call his way through this, though, he might just be all right. Loud still up 1. But a bad buy, Verdi with blades. And
Okay,
again,
it failed
Verdi
so
trying
bad.
to
Let's do it
all the
again.
Tex utilities
I imagine
here.
we'd... Oh, I was going to say, imagine we're Mixwell dashing into the site, but...
Verdi not going for the site as a matter of fact.
Tucks in the smoke, not getting tagged by any of the darts, any of this.
Oh, this is
Cypher
freaky.
intel.
This is freaky, Doug. He's going for it,
Oh
but doesn't
man,
find
it's
it.
still a nice trade
Playing
though.
with a
That's
nice edge.
you're dead.
And ultimately punished.
Oh,
Calm looking for a free one, and they're still going to try to double
dude,
down.
you
They
can't sit in the
really
corner,
go
man.
Anywhere else.
well,
Have
it's
to
okay.
check out the
At least,
shoulder
at least he's
tomorrow.
running out of bullets. Only the 227
Look how
left.
awkward this feels. Look at the minimap. They don't have space out on site. They don't have space to rotate away. Loud are stuck.
Oh, you are completely boxed in. The only way to fight is forward. They were just waiting for the smoke. Now they can look back into B.
Dart was cleared. Top shot just off its mark. But Calm is not. Robbie and Luke Show left alone. And they will instantly fall. We're tied at 4.
Lev's entrenchment into this B side has been very challenging
dude.
for Loud to break out of. You know, Loud are doing so much fighting into B main where they really haven't found a fight at all. And then it seems like they're a little bit lost as to how to deal with that Odin into backside.
Good old Ascent. Yeah, man. I mean, Com's a beast with it, dude.
This game.
It's not his fault. It's in the game.
And it's mostly due to the fact that like Comac has support around him, right? It's not just him trying to play off his own utility. No, he's got the Cypher util on the ground. He's
Dude,
got
he is,
players
he is
swinging out smokes
unbelievable
as
with
he's
it.
making contact to pull attention away from himself.
Corrode, no,
We have
he's going to be good at
distraction working
Corrode, man.
An Odin player like
He's
that,
going to get like 30 kills on
Tom's
defense
just
in
gonna tear
Corrode.
you apart.
Now the question is here is we do have a timeout called. Surely Loud are going to be more interested in going A here, given how tough it's been on B. Do Lev go a step ahead of this and try to flip their defense A?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Is there an
one of my
Odin
favorite plays
emote?
coming out of
Yeah,
a
it's
timeout
gotta
like
be
this, and
Art's
you've shown it
walkout,
off
right?
So many times is it's time to bust the blade storm, run an aggro piece yourself.
Yeah.
Disco JV thinks so
Invalidate
to the
everything
tier
they've
1.
been saying during the timeout, but I'm not sure that's the
That
style
emote's
that
so funny, man.
King would like to call here. the style of this LEV team. We're still trying to get a read on how
He
they're going
looks
to be operating with
crazed.
Sato and Okeanos in the mix. They haven't done a switch up yet. Sato is postured in mid. You know, I was thinking that Loud were maybe going to play a little bit more into the mid space. Sato might be thinking somewhat the same, but it's him over in Pizza right now, as opposed to taking a forward line.
Yeah, and they did move all the Cypher utility A this
The
time.
Robbie Burger King. No, dude, I'm still replaying it in
One
my
off
head,
the
man.
null command from Kalanzin. So he's going to put the util on
That
A,
was
but
so
still
funny.
play onto the B site. So that util won't be invalidated by the ult.
Sato already spotted by the drone.
Ooh.
A deep smoke, and it's not just a threat. Verdi's gone exploring.
Ooh, Oki is real isolated here, but the camera gives him early information.
Dude,
Wait,
Luke
Luke
show.
just killed the
Oh, whoa, 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 how?
What is happening?
I thought he checked it,
Verdi
though.
went up a little bit too far.
I mean, there was a flash in from Kalanzin, but it caught Verdi, I think, not Oki.
Dude, Luke show 11
So
HP for this
how
one. They
Loud
get
have to
so
work
much
back over to
info,
the
but they
site where
can't.
there's
I mean, they're
still
just
that
sending it
second
anyway.
util that they
Not
haven't seen.
not another one like
And the
this,
Dark will
mate.
delay it
Come
a
on.
little bit longer.
Come on now,
Fawn's
Com.
utility has been so freaking good. Well, and then when you don't miss with the Odin, it certainly helps.
I mean, what? It's a repeat of the last time he was here.
Yeah, but there was no
Oh my
utility
god,
behind
man!
it. The guy just
How
sees
can
the
how can
wall.
anyone from
He's just a
Riot,
knower-
man?
a knower
How can
of all
any
things.
game
And
dev
now
watch
Loud
this and
have
be like,
finally
yeah, this
gotten
is
the
cool?
tree space. They put
Like,
down the
what's
drill.
going
That
on,
tells
bro?
them B-site is the place
Like, how
to
can
go,
they
but
just watch
Texas
this
still
and be
here.
fine?
Cam
It's
still
so
gives them some
dumb.
warning.
Calm held the
30
cross for just
seconds
a moment. Not a lot of time left in the round. Tex, the last one entrenched out onto the site. What can you do to hang on to this? First shock will miss. There's no real way for him to
canceled.
punish. He did. And that buys
Come on,
just
come
enough
on,
time.
just get
Rockets
in.
to be able to really find enough comfort to commit onto this. Every single option is a bad one for Robbie.
Even a paranoia coming
Come
in at
on.
the end. I mean,
It's so
Lev just started
stupid,
pushing
dude.
on every single angle. And again, it is
It's
calm.
so
He is
dumb,
on
bro.
fire. The 2 kills he picks up in tree that round.
I can't actually
just don't know what
like
you're
when you
meant to
think
do
about
if
the
you're
mechanic,
allowed
it's
there.
so funny, man. It's a gun with 300 bullets,
So far out of
and
comp.
then when you zoom in, you
players
shoot
got pinged
faster,
up
which is
initially.
mental, and then then
What did he mean by that?
That was well said.
and then you got
Really well
100
said.
bullets, so you never have to reload really, because that's crazy.
poet.
And then
Yeah,
the
I
extra
don't know.
element,
You're
just on
losing
top of it,
rounds.
is they
You're
make
getting called
walls that
Burger
only
King.
it
They're
can
moaning
shoot
at you.
through.
I just-
That's so messed
What
up,
does that do
man.
to the
The
mentality
person
of
who
a
made
person
the
on
Odin
that
and thought about the
stage?
heavy pen is
Oh,
sadistic.
of course, I mean, it's something Loud will have to answer. A Marshall
It's
for
messed
Robbie
up.
Here.
Hoping someone swings into him back in mid right now. Feels like Loud have just never found the early fights they're going
Then
for.
it's
and
only-
then all of
it's
these
only
fights, whether it's,
3,200,
market or tree
yeah.
or on sites, like these second stage fights into round where usually it's after you've opened up with a kill or two. It's those lines that Lev have really been abusing frequently, and Loud just have not found the answers into it ever since the first few rounds.
But they still somehow through that find themselves
Also
within one.
zero
I will
recoil,
say,
bro.
this is a cute camera up
The
in front
first
mid,
10
sees
bullets have
over that
recoil,
wall,
and
so
then
it's just
it has
smart
no
rotates coming
recoil.
through. Loud aren't really in a position to
It's a
capitalize
laser
off of
beam.
that information because they're playing into main instead of mid to ping pong between the sites. Instead, they're just going to go for it straight on in, but there's trips here.
He stepped over it.
He's just
No,
the
how
problem
we
is Com is just too good with it.
And so even with all the utility here, King gets flushed out. That 2 kills found for Loud. Oh, so tempting. Realizing it's an exercise of utility. Now 10 seconds left. They might be able to get the spike down.
Loud think they can win this round. That's a null command. They're going for it.
Tex there punishing under 1. The flash on the other side. Remember, it's just a Marshal and 2 Sheriffs.
Dude, no more util.
But as time
Someone would
ticks
have
away,
to
the
hero play
possibility
this.
only grows.
Here come the knives.
Shocks on the other side. Oh, it's going to buy a little bit of time, but the knife is perfect. And all of a sudden, it's all on to Tex
Well, there's the hero play. That was sick from Luke.
to try to pull this round back. 44
Ooh.
HP.
Ah, he
Misses
missed
the
it.
jump, gets 1 kill, but that's
Oh.
all. It'll be a thrifty response for Loud.
Nice double gun upgrade. They kicked the op.
That was wonderful. I mean, both Luke Show's kills, but also the utility from Kalanzin, right? Because that ultimate all Sato wants to do is get into the play, right? He's got the
Pansy,
offense
I'm not
hand,
saying
so
I
it's
wouldn't
time to
use
pull
the
out
hell.
knives. Well, that
Like, I'm
ultimate,
not saying I
now
wouldn't
there goes
use
10
it.
seconds where I can't
I'd
get
be
into
using the
site.
hell out of
The
this.
second he jumps in, he has to switch to the shorty because there was a knife immediately following the null command. That was all Kawa there.
I'm just saying it should get nerfed.
And then to make matters worse, Loud picked up the op. Now they have it into this next round. And it's in the hands of Verdi. What can he do with it here?
That's the question, because it almost forces you to play these rounds much more slowly. I'm surprised to see King stepping forward. There's a chance the attack side has an op. You don't take those forward lines. But seeing that presence into A tells Lev a lot about how Loud are playing this round. That op very likely creeping into mid. It's exactly where it's going to be.
Meanwhile, there was a flash and a fake TPA main. You would think
Another one even.
Pankata's going to be further up, but you're right.
And these positions give Lev a checkmate effect into Tree. If anyone steps in here, Okeanos is thinking about it.
That knife gives them so much info.
Stacked up, has to dash away.
Well, we're losing the
Com is
clock
going to
now,
have a
and
good
Sato is
Sovro
still
here.
in market. Still with support behind him.
Try to play around the smokes. You think he's gotten away, but again, it's a utility from Com.
Oh, dear.
There it was. I was thinking, surely.
Calm.
really
His
is.
utility has been perfect. Supporting Sato has been
Oi,
there.
oi,
Sato continuing to find kills, but it is that utility which
Oh,
has been
imagine it.
unbeatable.
Imagine you just
Pankata gets his due
1v5.
to keep things interesting, but Lev take the round, and once again, you're absolutely right. Com is set up
having fun with it.
beautifully. Sometimes it's individually.
Luke shows
he's
his
finding
ex-teammate.
something of value on
Oh,
his own, and other times
okay,
he just
okay.
sets up his duelist
Yeah,
to
I
go
like
do
that.
things like that.
I mean, you see the dart, which tags 3
Dude,
players.
Com
That's
just
a kill.
owns
Then his
Ascent, man.
ultimate
Look at
comes
him
in for
go.
more. You think back to Bind as
The
well,
amount
where
of times I've seen like
consistently
3
he's
people
seizing
eat a
players,
recon is
getting
outrageous.
combos With his Brimstone next to him.
Diamond Dog, thanks so much for the 11
He is
months.
such an enabler for his teammates. The best
Yeah,
guy to have
not
at
wrong.
your back.
Thank you so much for the Prime, mate. Thank you for doing it.
Different setup here from Tex. Back to B. I believe that early attack side knife only tagged Oki, so they may
15
not
to 5.
know what's up A.
Delay smoke that drops from the top so that you swing if it can show legs.
Hold on, a main.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a
That.
beautiful set of aggression.
Dude,
and
he
again,
lands so
I think
fast
it's
when
off
he
that
does
knife.
this.
It was a double aggro look from Leviathan.
Yeah, it was cool.
They sort of faked
Yeah,
this
they had,
fight into
they had
mid
flash over
with a
the
dart
top as
flash
well.
combo, and at the same time, did that A look. That was really cute, and coming in on the last round of defense.
A beautiful punish. Loud forced to take a step back. Wait for utility to come back up, and then maybe they try to burst out onto A. That's going to help.
There's multiple lines of defense. Sato still in main.
Shot.
That is a thing of beauty.
And to still have the presence of
Shot.
mind to drop the smoke, swing back out, 3 on the round. And pop the dash. He's
Ah,
gonna look
come,
for
he
another.
had it.
And it is
He
waiting
was
on
gonna
the
tap
other side.
everyone.
Valentine on the swing. Left to his own devices, a 1v3, a bulldog, a little bit of utility, sure, but no real way into this round. Doesn't even have the spike.
God, Sato
That's
is
a
so
done
good,
deal.
bro.
4 for the duelist as Lev gets a 7.
what
Brilliant
a
call
half from
coming out of
Lev.
King.
Honestly, what a
Remember
half
before
from
this,
Com,
when he
man.
went for the walk up into A main, he saw what that
They
hold
had that
was.
extra
He
tilt
only saw
factor
one
as well.
player
That must have
when he
been
went for that
so
peek.
insanely
So
annoying
this
to play
time
against.
He calls his teammate over. Verdi goes to the boost play, and it just threw everything off kilter for Lev. It's wonderful.
Beautifully done.
There's a bit of a slower start early in the half for Sato as well, with the operator in hand, but he heated up big time towards the end. Him and Com both.
Those two will be a problem, will be a force to be reckoned with. Again, 7-5 for Lev. You've got Com, who's, as we mentioned, has played exceptionally well. Sato's starting to heat back up. And, you know, you take a look at the other side for Loud. There's not as much there. We've actually got Mimi standing by with a Loud sideline report. Mimi, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doug. There was a lot of questions around Loud when Brazil's best team picked up a Dutch IGL to take over the helm and completely changed their system to English. For Robbie BK, he talked in an interview to Fernando Schwab for Game Arena earlier, just a couple weeks ago, about the adjustment period. There he was saying that it was kind of tough. He was having to change how he played. The players who had never had to common English before had quite an adjustment period. But he talked then that they were improving, that people were becoming more comfortable, and he was finding ways to make those players be able to understand his full intent. And I was listening into them this half and can corroborate that. I think Robbie as a leader did a really good job of explaining his overall intent in terms that the entire team could understand and getting them on the same page early into these rounds. I think where there are still questions about how high this team's ceiling can be is around the fight comms and the mid round, because it is still players like Cowan Zine who are still calming somewhat in Portuguese during those moments, and you're having to rely a little bit on intermediaries like Verdi and Pencata who can step up and help run back and forth those ideas. It was working all right in that first half, but there's still a lot to show what the ceiling is for Loud and how much they can do with this new system. Let's hop back into the second half with Doug and Christy.
That is kind of that's kind of crazy.
Thank you so much, Mimi. I think there is a lot to be said.
Sometimes they just have to translate midway through.
To put into place, and you know, when you take a look at this map right now, and it's a really good example.
Don't know how to time people out. Nah, I got it down these days, Pansy. Took me a while though.
And you take a look on the other side of
Toast Tree with the Prime. We should have 15 months. Thank you, thank you.
Roughly, yeah.
We're rounding down, actually.
Loud doesn't even have a member that's positive.
Man.
Right now. And they're still in this fight. Again, a massive testament to the system that Robbie has put in place, as Mimi was saying.
Prove it and time you out.
Winning the early pistol. Now they've got to win it here on defense.
Mate, I'll do 30 minutes for asking for that.
Stepping into the
Don't
mid
test
space
me.
with a knife on tiles that doesn't see anything. And wow, Verdi and Kawa looking real sharp at the start.
Wrong person? Oh boy. Who did I accidentally own?
Calm down to 13 HP.
Hey, I said I knew how to time out. I didn't say I was good at it.
And there's just silence across the map.
It's kind of tough when in 10 seconds you lose 2 members.
Yeah.
And another. Rare you see that off-angle play jumping up on the little box there. But sometimes you need a player gets a debut on the big stage.
Dude, who got the random stray, man? Who got the random stray?
Dip back into.
I think one of the things that I
Poor
want
guy,
to keep
man.
an eye on is when you think back to vanilla comps, when you think back to this
He actually
tried and
asked the
true,
question.
the defensive side was king. It reigned supreme on Ascent. And, you know, as we think about this pistol going their way, the fact that Loud have managed to stay in this fight, given that they're down, given that there's nobody really performing at a high level.
Hey, double pistol though, right?
Kind of concerning there for Lev.
They got him back. They hit him back with a double pistol.
Especially what it means to getting an operator online early. Yeah. That usually is sort of like they go hand in hand, right? If you're winning pistol on defense, that means your Jet has an op round 3, round 4. And that means that, well, your task as an attacker is just incredibly hard.
It's miserable to try to get around that.
Yeah, but I think the other thing, listening to Mimi's their halftime report saying that, you know, things can maybe get a little bit muddier in the mid rounds, is how do these rounds look when it's not Loud going for an early active piece, right? When things
Dude, it's
start
a
to fall apart with
really
Lev
light
throwing a lot of
buy. It's
misinformation
an
in,
insanely
that
light
becomes a
buy
very
for
different
defense.
story, and that's going to be one of the things Lev are going to try to exploit.
Relatively scary. Knife hits 5 people, everyone can react. We're going to push, take a lot of space. Hopefully, the people that pushed don't
Okay, but I love this
overstep.
though, like we saw Verdi on a funky off angle.
But he's in a
Again,
weird
this
off
is a
angle,
weird
but
spot.
honestly,
This
he's
is
got a
an angle
great
you
gun
can
to
play
clean
on,
this
like,
up.
Yoru legally. I
Oh,
don't know about
Jesus.
Jet.
But the dash, he doesn't even have the dash procced.
Yeah,
Still gets away.
I'm sure.
No concern.
but then again, who in the right mind would play there? And he's going back. Why
Yeah,
not? Yeah,
that's
Oh, he's
fire.
literally got the best gun.
Found.
Don't ask where the spike is.
Yeah, that was eco frags.
I think if the map like wobbled, if there was an earthquake, if you could do that on a floating brick in the middle of the sky, it would just fall right off.
An earthquake on a floating brick
Yeah.
in the middle of the sky.
These things can happen, Doug. You don't know they can't.
Right. Yeah, I really appreciate all the thought you put into that.
We're going to workshop. We're going to try it again next week.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not here next week either. That's why we're not trying it. This will be the test round, though.
Big buy round. Big buy round and the bonus
Don't have a
is...
terrible buy,
That's
I'm not
right.
going to lie. Couple of Guardians. But again, this is a round where Loud sees a lot of space right after the early presence. These are easy rounds. I want to see them succeed in the hard rounds.
Early knife to give Verdi a line,
Uh-oh.
a flash, and a dart. There's a lot invested into this fight.
Yeah, they put a lot into it, and he didn't really swing.
And no
And
reward.
then he swings with nothing.
Yeah, the one way does get called in, so they still hold on.
I didn't
Okay.
love it.
But you can see there's nothing in tree. They're now droning to try and spot this out. See a couple of players. And LEV are likely going to move away from this one.
You would think, but they're freezing here. I guess
Ooh.
expecting a swing back out.
Yeah, I mean, LEV are reading that, or Louder reading that LEV would leave. But this is getting a little bit funky. Maybe even trying to fake out the re-hit by bringing Calm's drone back over into A main. You can see, look, everyone on Loud is eating this up. The Ohm and the two-players tree, everyone's turning back to the site. This is a beautiful mid-round from King.
The Guardian's strong, and they still got mid-trip,
And
though.
they could even go back into A
Yeah,
if they
dude,
wanted.
I
Like,
think
if these
Loud might have an
players
alright
don't
shot at
find
this.
anything, or maybe
They don't
get
really
a
have the
kill on
guns.
site, it could just
They got
end up
3
being
on
an
site.
honest A-hit.
That's exactly what it'll be. And all
Omen
of a sudden,
flash
King's
back,
Loud's
hit
patience
2.
may be rewarded. It is. I thought that was going to find its mark. Texas air to get 2, though.
20 seconds smoke.
LEV have forced their way out onto the site.
Dude, he
3
was
for the
not
Sentinel.
expecting
Quintana
someone
now
to just
down.
absolutely send it for a
And Lucio
smoke.
left in a 1v3. A Guardian in hand. King is weak. Ahead of the smoke, too. And no one's there to hold it. That's 1 kill found. That's the easy one, though. How much more can they find? That's all. It'll be Tex gets 4. As LEV take
Oh,
the
Loud,
lead back.
Loud might be a little bit gutted. I thought they could have
Texas
felt like they
such a
should have won
safe
that.
pair of hands there for LEV. The round started getting really uncomfortable. They lost the first 2 players on the side exec. But then he just kind of has to enter the side himself. Cow actually supported with a flash there that tagged the player back Jen.
Let me see
That's
you
what
do your
you-
dance, let me see you twirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this guy's heart rate has ever spiked?
I don't. I think that was him. I think that was him fired up.
Dude, this is the calmest guy in VCT.
Tex already
Okay, where's
passively getting
Vati?
some
Vati with the
control
op.
of B main.
Yeah, they done great to
Verdi
shoot all
has
the
the
bits of
operator
util
on.
to set him up. They know that the drone's over towards middle. Bro's got nothing to push him off this angle. He can hold this the whole time. Dude, this is a nice setup for Loud.
Counter op trips that you can't get the.
Dude, why are you getting greedy?
Well, how Tex survives that is wild
Sure.
to me.
Yeah, they're going to do studies on it.
Early info. 3-person
alley
stack
understand,
over towards A. They still got Omen
That
flash.
trap on A
Counts
very
in.
likely.
Decides to not go in wine.
What that means for LEV is they have to split up 2 players now going into A main to make sure no one's back
There's a
in
shock
wine,
over
or
towards
there's a
middle to
little
break the
combo
trip from
piece, but
Com.
Combo's in tree, Doug.
And that meant that they had to serve a drone it.
Too.
And there's a knife to
Higher,
potentially
lower
scout
on
this.
short. They
Only
might
one
eat the
to
flash
play
though,
off
but
of.
dude, you get
It's
such
gotta
a
count from Oki.
cue that the flash is gonna pop that you can normally dodge it.
That knife is going to cause problems. That's going to give so much away. 30 seconds left on the round. You take a look at how far up.
they're
Verdi
going
is already.
Oh boy.
But he's taking the line.
Nice shot, bro.
Tex is now dead.
Robbie
Push and
BK,
pull
mate,
in mid
you
is
have
gonna
got to stay
force
alive.
Lev to go into B through mid.
And there's still 2 players that almost ran into Verdi. He almost went down. And now the pinch is coming in. The jet
Dude,
on
that
his other
recon was
side.
sick though. It alerted him that someone pushed over towards B main.
Robbie's there, but with 8
Dude,
seconds
they got
on,
no
there's
time.
No
It's
time
done,
at all.
done.
You're right. Beautifully played by Verdi. As soon as that knife tagged as many people as it did Tree, he knew he could take that line.
It's that second round when he had the
Yeah,
marshal in his hand.
dude, it's just a nice round to watch, to be honest. Ooh,
He is seizing space. That's just
they
insult
got that
to
extra
injury.
gun. Yeah, dude,
Hitting
that
the
really
shot in the
matters. They don't
final
have money
moment.
to buy. 30, yeah, as soon
starting
as
to put it
the knife
together
hit
now.
3, they pushed. It was really good from him.
Side of Ascent, man.
And he hit the important shot, that one. I think Robbie BK did really good as well, to be honest. He
Yeah,
didn't
respect
overcommit
Salta
over
just
towards
walking
middle. His
through the
recon hit the
one-way
guy
there,
that went
but
over towards B
It is
main.
not enough to secure the round. That is like frame perfect. Him getting that kill, by the way.
All smiles in the Loud camp for Lev. Not the same set of joy, and it's not getting any better.
I love that little layer, though, right? Throwing down the molly on the ground from the KO, too. Expecting the fast play. That's exactly what that is.
And that's not the first time we see that either. This is now 2 times in an eco where they dump that molly right outside of A main. And
Oh,
are
poor
there.
Tex,
It's a
man.
great protocol.
Wait,
Hold on.
what? How is he allowed to get
Joe's
away
alone
with
on
it?
this A side all of a sudden.
He sent
has a
it. He
rifle.
tanked the Omen flash. He actually got a kill.
Easy.
One enemy remaining.
Bit off a bit more than they could chew. Now it's Oki who's got a rifle on his own.
Dude,
He will fall.
mad respect to
And there was
Tex
a
on
little
that
bit of
run.
interest there, but Loud stabilize.
Leviathan need to find answers to the opening skirmishes that they keep running into. And yeah, okay, a few of these rounds have been ecos. It doesn't really matter. You can wash those off easily. I don't think there's ever been a really comfortable round from LEV, at least on their actual execs into space. Even that round they won, round 3, that's the anti-bonus from them. And more importantly, that was Tex kind of going hero mode after a failed exec.
Right.
Another buy rounds. Another buy round calling the timeout.
So timeout from the side of Lev.
Yeah, money might be pretty
You're
decent.
right. I mean, this is where you've kind of got to find a different way in. I mean, the defensive side has been so
Rossi switched the
stalwart
coach.
for Loud.
Yeah, I can see it.
You mentioned it, 4 out of the last 5 rounds. Verdi as an op. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, these are all the things you have to think about. And you've
Yeah.
seen that op in a few different places. Honestly, for me, I think Leviathan probably need to do a little bit less in terms of controlling A in the early rounds. Obviously, that's going to be in their mind immediately from the previous. But we haven't seen them test market so much when they're playing mid. Usually mid, they're always opening into tree first, and Loud are always having a couple of guys there ready for that. I'd like to see them start mixing up like their order of operations.
4 people,
in
can't buy
mid-attack
next.
market, then go back into tree.
It's looked a
Keep
little
Loud
rough for
on
Lev
their
on
toes a
attack at
bit
the moment,
because
but
these 3
hasn't been
stacks
that many
on
buy
A
rounds.
just seem very simple for Loud to play with Lev's current game plan.
This might be a different look here from the defense, too.
Yes, it is. 3 in mid.
Yeah.
I think they might even
But
paranoia.
is it literally just to get him the op kill?
Yeah.
There's the flash that
Oh,
you were
it is
looking for.
something.
Great
Much of
shot.
something, but
It's a
again,
really
a
nice
hail from
shot.
a shot from
And then
Verdi.
they're
And
ready
those
with a
2 players
double
gone mid,
with
they're
a swing over middle.
protecting the
I will
offer,
say as well,
pushing out
lovely
back.
from
2
Loud as
players
well.
post
Ball
up,
in
and
front
they
of the
instantly
smoke
get
to
the
make
trade
sure
kill
they
there
can
too.
protect their op here.
And so on the other side of the timeout, as soon as the round starts, Lever down in a 5v3.
Really good
Hard
from
to run
Lev.
those aggro
Sorry,
plays when
really
you
good
have
from
an
Loud.
operator in hand, but they made it look
Lev
so
called the
easy.
timeout as well. It's the classic. You
Yeah,
do something
why
aggro.
not?
Also makes a lot of sense with the comp that
This
they
has
got,
been
right?
what's
You got
so
the
successful
cipher. You
for
normally don't
Loud
have
in this
the
half.
straight up
It's all
info
these
here unless you
opening
put the
round
camera on the
calls
wall.
that Robbie is able to control pass to his team in the pre-round, and they've just worked every single time.
This is a disaster for Lev.
Ah, yeah, dude. I think we're going to Icebox.
A
That was a
flawless
great round.
on the other
It was a
side of
really
the
nice
timeout.
round.
In a gun round, your money's
Not
not
good.
great. You're back to busted.
I think Oki might have even had ult at the start of that round either. Just to like, you're looking to gear yourself up into an exec at some point, and these early pieces just keep flying at you. And you know, Lev are a team that like to play a little bit more controlled usually on their attacking side. Work the map, test out mid, pivot between sites. Loud have not been giving them that
Nice,
opportunity.
Come on, bro. Come on. Let's go, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on.
But again, a bell throw a shot from Verdi. And there's 2 players bought.
Force him back down to an
How in
eco.
the world do Lev get through this?
Yeah, now he puts the
Bleeding
camera
seems
here.
insurmountable.
They're giving so much respect
Incredible
over after
timing.
mid-play.
Oi,
Good
that's a
out of
shot.
Sato.
That is a shot.
But remember, it's an eco, man.
Yeah.
The one danger here is if you overcommit, if you overpeak a little
Oh, he
bit,
goes back. He goes back when the
just barely
cypher ult's
avoiding the
going.
punish there.
No
Oh,
way.
we're
Whoa,
overpeaking,
whoa,
all right.
chill.
We're going for it, Doug.
It's such a fine line. It's such a fine dance.
God, no.
Belusho's arrived. Texas
They're
now
so
dead.
confident.
I think if you're Lev here, you can get away
Everyone's
with the fact that you
aim?
haven't
No,
had to
yeah,
invest
it's really
a ton
stacked.
into this.
Oh, but you are dead. You're
It's a
so
lovely
dead.
push, man.
Loud. You think about it too, right? We've seen the walks down out of B from Verdi.
Dude,
Whenever
it's been
there's
such a solid
information
defense
known.
from them at the moment.
Loud are
It's been so
constantly,
nice to
when they
watch.
see a stack of players, they are punishing, walking out of A, walking out of B, and trapping Lev in the center of the map.
We talked in the early rounds of this half about how concerning it might be. Given that Loud won the pistol, given what we know about how these comps work on defense on this map in particular, and unfortunately for Lev, it's playing out exactly as we'd expect.
Yep. Loud just running away with it. And even this will be
He's checking the
frustrating 'cause
scoreboard.
It seems like Leviathan, they want to work
They
into
caught
mid
him
space,
checking
see
the
what the holes are gonna
scoreboard.
be like.
Come on. Let's go.
This feels must win for Lev.
We're into it.
He's already TP'd all the way backside. Sato's dashed out.
Oh, dude, that's a
The
free.
problem is, Loud have so many retake ults here.
How
They've
is-
got Calentine's ult. They've got Robbie's ult.
But they're rushing, Doug. They were way in front of that play. There's flanks coming in from Loud. Pancada's looking for that. But it'll be a 4-on-4. And Okeanos can rip the null commando. Take your gun out.
Oh boy,
Crom
and he
gets
committed to
kill.
the Sova as well.
Meanwhile, Robbie popping his own ult, looking for the tag, will connect.
Damn, poor Robbie. Everyone's
But
dead,
it's all on
bro.
to Robbie now. The good against good goes the way of Lev. We talked about this being a must-win round. And it was brute force, but it worked.
I mean, he got the
I
he
think
got
more
the
importantly,
KO out of
Crom
him.
hangs on to his ult too.
But these are the rounds where Loud just looks like they're doing a few different things at the same time, right? As soon as it's Lev,
Robbie
seizing
got so
control
much
over the
money,
game,
man.
saying, "This is where we're
Just go
fighting. We're
for
going
him."
quick into the B site, getting behind enemy lines. That's where all of a sudden, wait a second, is Verdi fighting too far forward? We're trying to get in front of that play when we have the ultimates, like you were mentioning, to go for a retake. Got punished in the process.
Still plenty of money on the
Yeah,
side. Loud,
honestly,
no
if
love
I'm
lost.
Loud, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that was an ult ripped. You know, both in the exec with the Omen in the post plant.
Not a chance, Bacon.
Not being prepared for Calm. Calm was going for his classic reflank there, by the way. You always got to be ready for that.
19 and 10 for him, by the way. Slowed down a little bit, but truth be told, all of Lev has.
Yeah, but these are the rounds he gets to have fun. Hunter's Fury in his pocket.
One
If his
day,
team is
one
planting the
day.
spike, he can have a field day in the post.
See if that shot clears anything. Did not. Cam Tripp still up.
I think that landed on lane there to hit a deeper tripwire.
Do they dare swing into Verdi here?
I mean, if they see him, Calm can instantly react with the Hunter's Fury, and there's only one real direction for Verdi to go, boxed in the corner like that.
That's so hard to hit, though. I mean, you've got a jet
Oh,
with up dash,
boy.
up trap, you have dash,
Oh
but never
man,
mind, it's actually
Luke
them
Show,
who are
Luke Show,
aggressing. Luke Show's
no
there,
way.
hold the line.
He
Oh,
ate the
that
KO
three.
flash into the Omen flash, and he's killed 3. He's killed 4. Go on, let him have it. Jump around the corners.
The ace on the cards. And Calm is the lamb to the slaughter. Cowan's there on the
Yeah,
swing.
missed on purpose. Respect.
Calm will get his. But it might just
Mad
be
respect.
poetic. An
Big round,
eye
dude.
by power ace as Loud get to map point.
What a hold. I thought everyone in the server, everyone spectating was distracted. By Verdi in the corner
Freaks in
there
the server.
with the
Mate,
operator in
they're
hand.
all so insane
That's
at aiming.
Luke Show, who was fully flashed up, but wasn't cleared in the corner.
Yeah, he didn't get cleared.
And that's not an opportunity you can give the man on the screen right now.
23 and 11 after that ace.
By the way, blowing a kiss to Sato on the other side of the stage, who was giving it right back to him. They're having fun up there.
Loud certainly are, yes. Maybe not as much fun in the left camp. Timeout is
That's
called
where you're
here.
wrong. I turned around right after the play, and Sato is literally having fun. Like, I got what, you got what. We're trading them back and forth. Like, it feels light and refreshing for for Lev, I think, even when the going is getting a little tougher here in the second map.
Which reminds me of the conversation that King was having with his team before the series started. Right? You make mistakes, you move on. You
Right.
don't worry about it, you just focus on the next round, and you imagine that's part of the conversation here. The problem for them is there aren't a whole lot, there's not a whole lot of room left for next round.
No, not when it's 12-9. And this is, I think, opportunities where
3
your rookie
chances to
players
take
are
us to
getting tested,
Icebox.
right? 'Cause no surprise, Sato and Okeanos, they were dominating the
Yeah.
scoreboard back on Bind. That debut coming
Okay.
hot, the momentum's pumping, you're feeling it.
I
Much quieter
mean,
start here in the second map. So how do you pick yourself back up from that?
I'm not
to come
believing.
back in this map.
I'm not believing. I think goes
Go
to
to a
Icebox.
third. Show what you've got.
So keep an eye on where they're
Just
set up
look
right now.
way
Remember
too
how many times
convincing
we've
from
seen
Loud.
Molly right off the rip, push off some of that early A aggression.
Right.
All of the Cypher util is here.
But this time, no Molly, just going to be the knife shown early.
2 trips and the cam. Passive info gather.
At least Sato
by
has
the knife.
backup because
Paranoia.
I imagine
Here we
his
go.
knives are getting broken at one
Wide out
point.
into tree. That's exactly what you do. Sato's trying to find his mark.
That's
But he cannot.
wild
Luke Show
that he
another.
gets one. Robbie, don't do
Again,
anything
Casey
crazy.
on the other side of the map from Verdi.
Yeah, Verdi fully pushed up onto the flank. The rest of Loud are taking their time, waiting on the retake, but there's no ultimates to play off. It's just going to be a paranoia and 2 flashes from Kawa.
Robbie getting a tag with the drone. Spike still not comfortable.
Verti flanking with the op.
All the way around to flank with the operator now.
Or at least
Yeah,
box them
and
in,
they're buying a lot
line,
of time. I'm
play
not sure they were like...
contained.
I wonder if there was a comm
Deny
difference
that
here, because I'm not sure they actually
exit
wanted
route.
to
Kill
commit.
from heaven?
Pancada trying to tag on
Dude,
another.
they're
It's just
distracting
stalled out
so much
for Lev.
that
They're in
I
such
haven't
an
even seen
uncomfortable
comm turn
spot.
around
And
once
again,
yet.
Verdi is the insurance policy here.
Calm is always ready for the flank. Now there's no more of that threat left. They're not concerned at all. Robbie jumps down into the thick of things.
Pancada left in a 1v2. Tap after tap after tap of the spike.
20 seconds.
Sons of hands to King, and now the cutting of noise to introduce doubt. The tiniest of slivers. And Pancada was biting on it, now rotating back out onto the side. A 1v2. One smoke to speak of. No flash. Comes there with the op.
Of course, Calm is going to pick up
God's
the
sake,
operator
man.
from the slain Verdi over in A main. That was a very nicely controlled post plant from Leviathan. They had a tripwire that gave no space outside of that destructible
One's on me.
door.
Yeah, I was just saying what I saw.
But did that feel controlled? I mean, if Verdi doesn't die on that flank, I think the round goes a different way.
No, you're right. You're right. I think the round got really uncomfortable because of the spam kill we just saw Robbie get from up in heaven. If Robbie doesn't get that kill, Spike's going on the ground 20 seconds earlier.
Yeah, true.
That
True,
flank
true,
is nowhere near in time. It was that kill that made it so teetering.
Yeah, that's a very good point. 2 ops on the
Okay,
board
knife
here.
goes over towards there
Tex has an op
and hits 2 on A
to
main.
try to match
Stretch,
Verdi,
I
who's
can
currently
stretch, dude.
rotating back to A.
Funky. There's a forward trip in mid.
The
No
little
one's
stretch.
actually playing off of it, though. Unless Loud choose to step out into Cat after this push comes in.
This is real. I think they're committing into this a little bit. The spike is back towards B main. You have a trip you're going to have to reckon with. Only one on the map, and it's Loud. The neural theft has to take a step back. Now you see smoke coming through to provide a little bit more cover, at least attempt to. No
Shot.
commit yet. What a snap from Sato. Some more work to be done as Robbie's showing the walls closing in. You see the smokes, you see the flashes, but it might be too little too late.
Dude, King's
As
owned
Verdi
it,
and
right?
Pancada
King's pushing on the flank. King's pushing on the flank, and no one's waiting for him. Kawa turns around for just a moment as he bides his time.
A little bit of tension built into the moment as King looks to play his cards as perfectly as he can. Meanwhile, for Loud, all attention forward. Calm as a dart, waiting for the right time to use it, now does.
King's
Ah,
already
dude,
here.
King's here.
Connects.
Everyone's
It's all
dead.
on to King on the flank.
No way, Kawasing got that kill.
The kill
Okay,
was
we go
there,
Icebox. Dude, Loud had a really nice
but he
defense here, though.
cannot connect. We're going the distance. We're going to Icebox.
In a
King was
major
slow. I mean,
debut
the
for
yeah, I
players
mean, yeah.
on this
At the
stage.
same time, they were watching
Lev and
from
Loud are gonna be
a good
pushing
amount of
it
the time.
to the distance. It was a brilliant bounce back